And I want to talk about, we've heard that the Orlando shooting was the deadliest mass shooting in the United States history. No, actually it wasn't, okay? It wasn't. Think about Wounded Knee, okay? How many people died in Wounded Knee? Well, that happened in 1890. You had the U.S. cavalry attack a village of Indians, men, women, and children, in a genocidal manner, shooting and killing everybody that was there. 150 Lakota in a single incident, okay, so they could get their land, right? We've had more recently, we've had the Waco shooting. We had 82 members of the Branch Davidians were murdered by our government. I believe deliberately after a long siege, they decided they were fed up with it, burned them out, just like the Nazis burned out the Jews who were resisting them in the Warsaw Ghetto. Both events occurred on April the 19th. Maybe that's just a coincidence. Maybe not. Maybe that was a message that was sent. So that was 82 at Waco, 150 at Wounded Knee. And, of course, there's been other atrocities, hate crimes that were done in the past. We had, this is an article from Mint Press. They talk about how, 49 people killed in Orlando, but there's been incidents where African Americans were targeted, okay? 1917, at least 100 were killed in East St. Louis in one night. Another incident, anywhere from 55 to 300 blacks were massacred in Tulsa, Oklahoma in just 16 hours in June of 1921. Because, see, they didn't have guns. There were those Jim Crow laws that kept guns away from black people. The Indians didn't have guns to defend themselves when the cavalry attacked them. And, of course, they used the pretense of guns to come after those at Waco, even though it was simply over a license for firearms. That's what the siege began with. But they did this full-blown attack, called up the media, said, hey, y'all, come watch this. We're going to show you how our SWAT team operates. And, of course, they'd had many incidents where they had served them with warrants peacefully, the local sheriff. But no, the BATF wanted to come in and do it. The key word was showtime. That's when we're going to kick off the raid, showtime. We're going to show everybody how powerful we are. And they were paranoid, and they shot back and killed some agents. That began the siege, and then they just burned the place down. So, when we talk about this, and we talk about the government murdering people, and it's not even the number of people that they murdered, because immediately preceding Waco, of course, we had Ruby Ridge, where an FBI hostage team sniper shot a woman who was holding a baby in her arms at what for a sniper was point-blank range. It was a very close range. Shot her right in the forehead. She slumped to the ground on her knees, still holding the baby, dead. Okay? So you want to talk about atrocities? You want to talk about what you should really be afraid of? It's democide. It's our government killing people. That's why we have the Second Amendment. It's to keep them from doing it.
I got so busy fighting the globalists for 15 years, I turned into a giant fat slob when I was an exercise fanatic before. Now, in the last 5 years, I set out to try to get back in shape. And to help turbocharge that, I talked to top scientists and nutraceutical developers and said, I want something that blocks these estrogen mimickers, something that helps me get back to what a real male was like instead of this globalist bombardment. And we developed Super Male and Super Female Vitality. They're bestsellers. They're loved across the industry. They're amazing. You owe it to yourself to get a bottle of Super Male Vitality today at InfoWarsStore.com. Folks, it's so amazing what Mother Nature gave us. You're crazy if you don't at least try a bottle of this, because you can't lose. You're funding the info war and the fight for freedom worldwide, while at the same time getting a game-changing supplement at InfoWarsStore.com. Super Male Vitality is now back in stock. It's been sold out for several months, and it's available at InfoWarsStore.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.